Bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again with the love of my life, Honey Bunches of Oats. How are you doing tonight?
I am okay, I suppose.
You're doing great. You just woke up from a nap.
I did.
Now, while you were sleeping, I was upstairs and I was listening to this video that Ethan Klein has put out about Trisha and this whole Frenemies drama.
I was listening to it too.
Oh my God. I am actually in shock that this is even a video that we were doing. I feel like we were just sitting here a few days ago for a video when we were talking about like how great it is. It might have been on the podcast. How great it is, like how Trisha and Ethan met, how they didn't really like each other. Now they're like best friends. And then fast forward a few days later, Frenemies is no more.
It's a mess.
They're not friends anymore.
It is such a mess.
I don't know how they're going to even mend their friendship to go past this, because it seems that the drama with Ethan and Trisha is just building up more and more as we go on.
Well, you got to look at it this way, right? Because these two, they are not only just what you would have called friends. They are technically going to be in-laws because Moses is going to be marrying Trisha.
Yes.
So there's a different dynamic there. And I feel like with a family situation, because that's ultimately, in my opinion, what I see going down. A lot of this, if not all of it, should have been left off the internet, but I understand the frustration and needing to vent and getting all of that out there. It's just, I feel like there has been wrong done on both sides, but like this outcome is not going to be good. I originally thought that Frenemies would like reconcile and they would get it back together.
Like Trisha would be back next week. Yeah. Everything would be good. They would talk it out. They would do a vlog. Everything would be fixed. Dr. Drew would come back.
Yeah.
I am just very shocked.
Yeah.
That I'm more shocked that Ethan even okayed that the last Frenemies episode would be uploaded. Like the episode was great, but then once you got to the end with that end segment where they were discussing people's money, they were discussing the crew and all of that, it was just so much as a viewer. It was so uncomfortable.
It was.
And it really painted both of them not in the best light.
Yeah. I think, and I'm not saying this to be mean about Trisha. I like Trisha, but I feel like Ethan should have stopped it there. Like when Trisha was like, let's stop. I need to go. I think it should have stopped there.
Oh, yes.
But also, like, I feel like the wrong part for Ethan was when he went and uploaded this. They could have just like not uploaded this and I would have been fine. I feel like that was a catalyst for everything that happened after the fact, because I feel like it pushed Trisha, and then Trisha kind of went a little bit further than I think they should have.
Well, because I'm sure that after the episode went live, I'm sure even when the episode went live on the members only thing, Trisha was probably scrolling through the comments and reading what people were saying. And a lot of people were going against Trisha, thinking that she was being a baby. She was just being like the old Trisha that people like really didn't care for. And so now, like,
well, see, the thing is with all of this, like, I didn't really realize what Ethan was saying that Trisha was doing until he uploaded this video today. I was not really like under the impression that Trisha was like, yeah, fire these people. I thought it was a situation where Trisha was like, hire new people so they can focus just on Frenemies. But I also understand that technically Trisha is the talent, although I feel like Trisha does bring more to the table than just talent, because Trisha has brought a massive audience. Trisha has brought a lot of fans. You know what I'm saying? So I get Trisha wanting to be invested in this, being able to have like some kind of like say in it. And a lot of people are saying Trisha had say. Going and picking out costumes and things is really truly not, like, in my opinion, like a creative control scenario. You know what I mean?
oh, I 100% agree with that.
But I also understand Ethan's concern, because he said that Trisha was like, well, let's do all of this stuff. And it's stuff that you can't like just go out and do. Trisha's wanting to do things like ribbon dancing, and he had mentioned that something about maybe like getting a different space and area to film in, like completely separate from their already set up studio. So this was going to cost Ethan an incredible absorbent amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I understand it now that he has clarified that, and I think that is a lot to ask. I like these people. I don't want to see them argue, and I don't want to see them fight.
I know it's very difficult. It's almost like a breakup. Like we're sitting here watching watching a very public breakup right now.
Very much that.
And one thing, I think that there was like a huge miscommunication with the text messages that, first of all, I do not think that Trisha should have released the private text messages or DMs, whatever those were between her and Ethan. And I do think there was a miscommunication because when I read the one about the crew and how they were upset, I read it as Ethan was making the decision of let's just not do tomorrow because it's going to be an uncomfortable situation. And I think when Trisha read that, she was like, oh, the crew's uncomfortable with me. They don't want me there. But I think like the way that I read it, the crew was going to show up. Yes, it was going to be uncomfortable, but they ultimately were going to show up and they were going to do their job. Yeah. I also think it was very tacky. And you guys know that I love Trisha, but I think it was very tacky that during the Frenemies episode, how when they got to that segment that I guess was going to be the Q&A, she was like, oh, no, this is stupid. No. Like, this is stupid and all that. Because I feel like, and I think Ethan even did say that they do go over all of this before, and things are like, okay, like he's texting, like this is the segment we're going to do and all this. So to bring it up like that, and I guess maybe it's for like shock value for people to be like, oh, wow, they're going to argue or something. Yeah. But the whole really energy was off.
I felt like that would have been a good segment. I felt like that would have been entertaining because that, like, if you have somebody write in, you could give funny answers back, or you could like be like serious and give like real genuine advice. But a lot of the things that Trisha put out in these text messages, I mean, there was one part that we have to address. The whole comment to me, I was like, that left a really bad taste in my mouth because we know that Ethan is Jewish. Yes. Moses is Jewish. And
Trisha is converting.
Trisha's converting. But that
does not make it any better at all.
No, that does not make it okay. That does not make it all right for Trisha to say that.
It's a stereotype.
It's very much a stereotype. And this is just what I'm seeing from it. And I could be wrong. Let me know down below if you think this comparison is wrong. You know, back in the day, people would say that's so gay. Yeah. And we as gay people knew that was a negative connotation, but it didn't really ever bother me because I didn't let things like that affect me. But I get why some people would be offended by that. So it's kind of like that, her saying that, and like it was just a take. Trisha should not have been talking to Ethan that way, even in a joking matter. I think that was serious, and I think that Trisha tried to address it, but the way that Trisha went back and forth with people on Twitter about it, tweeting out the whole article about anti-Semitism and what Trisha is not, like, that wasn't the way or the route I would have taken.
I don't think that they were really listening to why people were upset about her comment that she made in that text message. So I think it was something that could have been avoided.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, that, like, a lot of people are mad about that, and I understand that because there have been some things in the past that Trisha has done that would warrant like a raised red flag, if you will. Yes. But the whole thing, like, this is sad. And there was a lot of people that were like, I can't believe that you're saying you don't want them to fight. You're a drama channel. I'm like, I don't want to see these two people fight. I've liked Trisha for a very long time. I really got into Ethan. I didn't even really know who Ethan was before Trisha.
And you know what? I also got into Teddy Fresh.
Oh yeah, Teddy Fresh. Trisha. Teddy Fresh is that bitch.
But it's like, so you're a drama channel, so you have to want everyone to fight so you can have some content. No, you're also, as a drama channel, allowed to watch certain things on YouTube and enjoy content and not want the content that you like to end. Yeah, no. I am upset that Frenemies is going to end.
There are a lot of people, and you know what's so crazy? Frenemies was something that actually brought the YouTube community together because there's so many people that watch Frenemies. I know that Laura DIY watches it. I know that Manny watches it. I know that I think Nicole Concilio watches it. There's a lot of YouTubers that watch Frenemies.
It's just so crazy how so many large YouTubers have been throwing their support for Frenemies. People that you would have never thought, like people that have had issues with Trisha in the past, and now just like a week and a half later, it's no more.
I don't like the narrative that some people are trying to paint this as. Like, they're trying to say that Trisha just used this as like a redemption arc because a lot of people love Trisha now, and a lot of people like Trisha before, right? But they're trying to say that Trisha just did this show as long as they could to get the redemption from the public and then move on. I don't think it was anything like this. I think that when you really do care about somebody and you're really friends with them, you do tend to argue sometimes. And you know what I mean? I think that they both do care about one another. I know that Ethan cares about Trisha, and I know that Trisha cares about Ethan. I just wish the whole thing would have been left offline, and that last Frenemies episode was not uploaded. I think that should have just stayed, or it could have been edited.
And I think that people would have understood. There was no reason for that episode to go up.
Yeah.
Like, even if you just wanted to cut off that end and then it's maybe not as long of an episode, I'm sure that the fans would have understood. Like, hey, there was a disagreement. We're not going to air this part. We'll get back next week, or we'll do a surprise episode later this week, whatever. But to air it and then make everyone just look like an ass, it was like, the way that Ethan wasn't ending it, it was bad.
Here's another thing, though, right? Because Ethan said in the video that he uploaded today that he was not aware that Trisha was going to quit. So he basically woke up to this video.
Well, he also said that he was basically saying yes to everything that she wanted to do with the new crew people and all of that. And that Trisha was saying, like, no, that's not the case. She doesn't get any say in anything. So it's a huge, like, he said, she said type of thing. And I honestly do feel like more people are siding with Ethan in this.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I feel like if they were going to end it this way, they could have just not uploaded that last episode. Trisha shouldn't have uploaded this video saying, hey, I quit Frenemies. If they were going to do it this way, they could have just both amicably put out a tweet, maybe an Instagram post, and been like, you know what, we're quitting.
They should have just ended it
later.
They should have just ended it and left it a mystery.
Yeah.
And let everyone out here think what they want to think and just leave it a mystery. And now they have all of that merch that was going to come out.
Yeah.
Like the 4,000 units that Ethan said that they have, that he said he funded with his Frenemies money.
Yeah.
He's like, Trisha's out here like complaining about 5% and all this. He's like, I put all my money into this merch and stuff. So now he has all that. He doesn't even know if they're going to sell it. I wonder, I feel like if he did turn around and sell it, no matter what, it would sell, because people really did enjoy Frenemies, and now it is a piece of history.
Yeah, no, it is. And if Ethan puts it up, I'm going to buy it. But my whole takeaway from this thing is that I really do hope that they work it out.
I do too.
They are in-laws for the sake of like the family unit, and like nobody wants to be fighting with their family. You know what I mean? I just hope that they take this offline. I hope that Trisha does not address this. I really do. And honestly, I like them both. I like Ethan. I like Trisha. And I feel like if they can work this out and Frenemies doesn't come back, that would be the best resolution for me to prevent this from going forward again. As much as I love Frenemies, I don't want there to be like animosity between them as a family unit.
I agree. And with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. I just let you talk the whole time.
Oh, girl.
All right, you were really passionate about this one.
I am. I'm very passionate about this.
Sorry, I let you go. Love you guys. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.